we are preparing you for the final meeting of you with your soul. For you in a physical dimension to understand the operation of your inner being, which is in touch with the totality of the creation and the creator. In so many ways, as I said, we have no measuring tools, because in the universe, you don't measure. If you come to measure, it means you still are entangled in the dimension of physicality of one way or another, one strength or the other. In a way, when we see, we understand, and we be able to replicate the work of the universe, it means we have started to understand the language of the universe. We have been outside the house. We have put a foot out. We heard the voices, and we try to understand. We try to grasp the idea of what it is. In so many ways, it's the language which we have to learn if we want to be the part of the society. If we want to be in it, for it, because of it, that we respect and we want and we desire to be in it. In so many ways, the change of time, the change of knowledge, the change in understanding the process of the creation for mankind has come to be the what we'll call the threshold for us to decide. On earth, we choose the materialistic conditions of this planet. We travel the span of the universe to another planet, to another star, to another position, to another universe, and then we decide to accept the conditional operation of the physicality in that point. We can carry the memory of the physicality on earth, but most probably we will never be able to replicate it on that point and put its position. There'll be no cows to milk and no donkeys to take you from A to B. The education of the people up in that, or what I call the creation, on that point might be millions of years backwards compared to what you understand, or you will be millions of years behind from them. In so many ways, we have to learn to be that chameleon, and at the same time, through the structure of the soul of the man and created soul of the physicality of the man, in understanding the emotion between the two, be able to travel the span of universe with one common language that everywhere we understand, unless we come back home to earth and we all speak the earth language, and that even at that, we have to speak the language of where we land. It's no use being Chinese and landing in the middle of New York and trying to speak to Chinese. Nobody will understand. In so many ways, mankind has reached a point to understand the language of the universe, to understand the process that the soul of the man, the totality of the soul of the man, has been operating in the background in the universe, where the physicality of the man has trapped the soul of the man to be kept to earth. In a way, we are like a dog on the leash, but this dog can go as far as you let the leash go, and when you let the leash go. We have leashed our soul, and we have tied it in the hand of the physicality of the man. In so many ways, we have to realize two things: to understand the work of the universe, to understand the operation of the different strengths of the life in the universe, and in that process, to be able to comprehend it in the language of the brain of the man if we want to. But there is one point for many of you which come up in the future. Am I thinking in the earthly way? Is my emotion the earthly emotion? Or am I speaking and thinking in the dimension of the universal way? We'll come to that point. As I say, when you start dreaming and thinking and moving for a while in the strength of the universe, you will think, and you will live the life of a universal person. But till that time, you have to practice. Till that time, you need to learn the ropes. You need to learn the ways to understand and live in both dimensions and directions. A man at home, but a man of universe outside. As has been said many times, we have to accept the condition, as is us who wants to be part of that new condition. Is us who's pushing to understand the ultimate goal of the creation. Is us who has missed, who has kept unleashed the soul of man to be connected, and we have denied it for it to communicate with us, for it to be able to share with us what it sees outside. We close the door, we close the windows, we disconnected all the means of communication with our soul because the physicality was too good. We could feel it, we could see it, we could touch it, we could smell it. Where and how does the universe smell? How does another planet smell? At the moment, we know a planet have a heartbeat, but what is the smell of planet? What is the smell of Earth? How do we know when we are in a position, another dimension, universe? We smell a magnetic field and say, this is the smell of Earth. I used to live there. I had a connection. In so many ways, we go through the whole new rigmarole of learning universal emotions, universal senses, universal understanding of totality of interaction. In a way, mankind has one big advantage. As his brain in a dimension of physicality has established a lot of miniature connections between all these conditions, between all these emotions, between all these senses, and he will add to it more. At the moment we feel the breeze, if we listen to our soul, we feel the strength of the fields, of the magnetic fields that we are in. It is not just being behind the window and feeling the warmth of the sun and then going outside and standing in the sun, because outside we feel the breeze of the wind. And at the same time, once we become wise to the strength of the emotion of the soul of the man, when we are outside and even maybe in the room, we feel the breeze of the fields which passes in the room or outside. We become aware of a third dimension, which we have ignored through our knowledge and our presence till now. In so many ways, we go outside and we say it's nice and warm and windy, but we go outside and we say it's nice, it's warm, it's windy, and the field flow, the magnetic field of the universe or the planet are in such motion. We feel the real dimension of the interaction of the fields of our planet and our universe. That's only can be done when the mankind uses the technology of the science of his own soul in the dimension of the field, the strength of the magnetic and gravitational fields. Then we understand, as we create different gears for different acceleration of our car, then we will understand how to create and bring different strengths of the fields of the universe to be able to travel faster or to enjoy the breeze of the time. As I said, unfortunately, there is no such a system in the universe that can measure these, because the gravitational magnetic fields created by the interaction of the fields of the universe, which in interaction and collection of it has for temporarily become your soul is part of it. That's how it was created, out of the interaction and the balance and connection and emotion of the totality. In so many ways, once we let you loose, to be able to use what we call different types of enhancement units is for you to learn how to operate and how to run and how to feel your soul, how to understand the emotion of the soul, how to live within the structure of the emotion of the mankind, within the structure of the soul of the universe. In so many ways, now we understand why it has been said, I made man in the image of myself. As man will feel as I feel, mankind will understand as I understand. Mankind will be at the same time zone as I am and will travel with the knowledge and the energies that I travel. As I travel to be the mankind, as I travel to be the part of the essence of his creation, and within it, I operate as me, as the creator and the created at the same time. In so many ways, our soul is a reflection of the interaction of the fields of the creator and the higher order than our physical dimension and the strength. In so many ways, we can, if we endeavor to understand, in a coming time, to go to our dimension of our soul, to the dimension of strength of the work of the universe, to the understanding of the operation of the universal community with the knowledge of the man, but with the emotion of the creator. In so many ways, mankind needs now to understand the operation and the emotion of his soul, and understand that the same emotion plus more is within the soul, within the structure and operation of the soul of man. In so many ways, we have brought the totality to be together. We have brought the understanding of the science and technology of the man to be the science and technology of the creation and the creator through the operation of his soul. In so many ways, how many of you will ever reach to the level of the understanding of the creation and the creator is in totality the understanding of the work of your own soul. When you understand the work and operation and the strength of the soul of the man, you have understood the operation and the strength of the soul of the creator. In a way, you have made a pathway. You have understood the operation of the universe. In a way, when we make you to understand the work of your soul, we have made you a man of universe. You become part of the universal community. It will not be anymore waiting to see the alien or UFO. It's you understanding how you can travel this path of the universe, and there are no UFOs and there are no aliens, because we are all part of the same. We are all part of the same structure, the love of the Creator, which by His love, which is the giving, has become us. In so many ways, in what He gives and what He takes to consider and to create us, we are created to be Him, to understand the totality of creation of Him. In other words, when would mankind will become wise to understand that he is of a kind of the Creator. He is not only creator of his own children in a physical dimension, but in essence, in the world of the creation, he is the child of the Creator in the dimension of the soul of the man. Then there shall be no profit, as we have the knowledge of totality from the Creator itself. How many of us in this cycle of existence on this planet at this time will become wise to final knowledge and ultimate understanding of the creation? All depends on our openness to understand the totality and work within the structure of its work. I made man in the image of myself. Think the same, do the same, and work the same. And in so many ways, mankind will come to understand the totality of everything that exists. In a coming time, and in a coming understanding of the work of the universe, understood by man, humanity will take a massive step. In a way, as I said in other teachings, that once one mankind, one of the mankind are enlightened, he can make the others to be enlightened at the same time to the totality of the knowledge to understand the work of their soul. There is a reason for this. And in many teachings, I have always said that in the statistics provided by United Nations of Mankind, just taken from 10,000 women, from 10,000 tribes on this planet, has indicated that all come from one common denominator, mother. And if mankind and the strength of the soul of the one who gets enlightened reaches the strength of the soul of that mother, that for the first time mankind's knowledge has confirmed the existence of common mother, the whole of the humanity will be enlightened in one instant. And that instant is when the true mother of the creation, Mitra, will manifest itself on this planet, which carried the soul, and every being on this planet will be enlightened. In a way, enlightened through the knowledge of the creation and the created. In a way, become enlightened to understand the totality, the beginning, to understand the connection between the physicality and the soul of the man. And through that process, deliver mankind from centuries and thousands of years of pain and suffering, where man shall not kill, where man will understand the work of the universe and deliver through the interaction of the fields of his soul to feed his physicality, where there shall be no killing, there shall be no war. And this promise will be carried out by us in Tehran. We'll bring an end to wars by sharing the knowledge. We bring an end to hunger by sharing the energies of the Creator to the dimension of the Mother Creation. In so many ways, we give the knowledge to mankind. And it's the time for humanity to take that huge step, that huge leap to understand the essence, the true essence of the creation in the realm of the Creator. We salute you, Mitra, for your existence. In the way we bring mankind to the true mother of creation, not to this planet, but in essence, Mitra carries the knowledge of the soul of the man too, which the two shall come to be one, and mankind will be enlightened with the new knowledge to be able to understand and transmute between the two. Transmutation of the elements and transmutation of energies will become one, and in that process, mankind reaches the wisdom and the wisdom of the creation. In so many ways, in a coming time, by educating the elite scientists of the planet, we will enlighten to enlarge and teach the elite created and the creation of the Creator. In a way, the totality of this creation will be enlightened as the love of the Father reigns equal upon all. In so many ways, the elevation of the soul of the man will come through understanding of the operation of it, of existence of it, of being there to be able to share, being there to understand the emotion of it, being there to understand the work of it in how to interact the dimension of the strength of the physical state of the field and the dimension and strength of the field of the matter state of the man in respect of the place and the position anywhere in the universe. In essence, we give life to our soul through the dimension of physicality of the earth. But once it's created, it becomes part of the universal community. We are just the nurseries of the creation of the seeds for the whole strength of the universe to interact, to communicate, and to become part of, and to join in totality as one. In a way, maybe for the first time, as I said before, mankind through this technology become wise to understand that the wisdom of existence is understanding the wisdom of the creation and the creator through the operation of his physicality in any dimension and dominion, and the feel the strength of his existence through the soul of the man. We come to understand the elevation of the soul of the man comes only through understanding the work of the universe and being open to be able to work within it. In so many ways, mankind has moved into a new dimension. In so many ways, humanity has taken a huge step by understanding the concept and the work of the universe. We still will cultivate the land. We still will fly across this planet. We still go to colleges and universities to get useless degrees and PhDs and become more ignorant to the knowledge of the Creator, where the village man on the mountains of Himalaya will be more enlightened than the man with the degrees sitting in universities, because he has no prejudices and he sees the beauty of the creation when he stands on the mountains by looking at the created universe and universe through the stars and the skies. In so many ways, how far our knowledge and how far our soul will elevate itself is according to what and how much we take the shackles of physicality from his prison cell, which is within the brain of the man. The knowledge, the physical knowledge of the man in the past centuries has become another bigger noose around the neck of the man in understanding the process of the creation and the created. And the purpose of these teachings is exactly the same: to free the man from these shackles, to understand the process of the creation, and be able to use it, to apply it, and live within it, and at the same time create a condition for the others to be able to enjoy the beauty of it. A man who understands and keeps to himself is as good as a dead man. Better not exist, as he has not shared none, and he shall not be shared with any by himself. In so many ways, mankind will be elevated to the new soul of understanding. Mankind will be elevated to new levels of understanding of the totality. Mankind will come to be part of the universal community by understanding the work of his own soul. You were waiting for the UFOs, you were waiting for the most advanced technologies to take you to the universe to become part of the universal community. But in fact, you always have been part of universal community. By not understanding the work of your soul, you only looked at within yourself, within the brain and physicality of the man. By understanding to go further inside to look and free that soul within, you become within an instant a child of the universe. You become part of the universal community, and with it and in it, you carry the totality of the knowledge, because that knowledge has been the cause of his creation. This is the reason that I said in the past few teachings that in the new way that the mankind will produce its offsprings will change. We will see that in the womb of the mother, we lead to the creation of the soul first, and then through structure, the physicality of the field of the planet and the womb of the mother, the physical life will start. As today, you start the physical life with sexual interaction to create, to bring two pieces together, then create the soul. In the new way, you create the soul first, that with it carries the knowledge of the universe first, and then it decides in what shape or form in the womb of the mother it will take shape and manifest itself, understanding all the needs of the physical dimension at the point, the place, and the position. In so many ways, instead of starting back to front, from now on, we start from the front, we go to the back. We go to understand the totality of understanding. We go and pick up the fields of the universe, and we interact those fields with the fields of the universe of our partner and what she sees. And the interaction of those fields will lead to the creation of the soul within the womb of the mother. And then the physicality will take shape. And then the child have the knowledge of the universe in totality. And then mankind shall not kill, as the soul will feed the man. Mankind will never destroy, as he knows is destroying part of itself. In a way, the process of change has to come from within the womb of the mother of the universe, the mother of the creation, and in so many ways, Mitra. In a way, we call it Mitra for a collective creating power, collective understanding the fields and emotions of the universe. And this is a gift that in our cycle we have given to man, to understand, to change, to understand the coming of the new time, that man shall not kill anymore. Man and the animals on this planet will not destroy another cycle. Each soul knows within that entity that is the beginning of another star. Earth is the nursery of the creation of the universe. When you become the travels of the universe through the dimension of the soul, you will know which star, which galaxy has the seed of the earth, has come from the motherland of the mother of the creation, Mitra. In so many ways, mankind will come to understand it's not privileged to be white or black. It's privilege to be the soul of the Creator. It's a privilege to be the beginning of the soul of other beings in the realm of the creation and the created. In so many ways, how would you like to see your soul? Now that you understand, you have the capability, and you're not only capable, you've been made to become that shining star in the center of galaxies. And some of you who elevates to a higher level understanding of the creation will become the center seed of the universe. In so many ways, there is no education, and there is no university, and there is no dimension in direction of the emotion of the creation, except in the strength of understanding the totality of knowledge of the Creator. Now you understand, as I repeat again, why we have created the enhancement units. For you to see your soul, and through understanding of that, to be able to elevate your soul. Our job is not to give you and keep you away from cancer. Our job is to create a condition that you take your soul with the knowledge of the creation and the created in the beauty of its creation to the other dimension of the universe. In a way, we allow you to live a perfect life. The death and the killing and destruction, which has been the pattern of the physicality of the man, this time, by allowing the soul of the man to be created first, will not exist. We create the perfect man through the interaction of the soul of the man. to become and to be created first. In so many ways, mankind is a different kind of man when it comes to understand the work of his soul. It comes to understand the operation of understanding the strength of his soul. Try to look not with the eye of the man within, but try to look with the sense of the eye of the Creator within, and you shall find your soul is operation misunderstanding. Maybe there is time for humanity to take the next step. The next leap in education to understand that the next step for man is to understand the creation of his soul, the mother, the seed, and through it to live and exist through all dimensions of the existence. I hope I have enlightened you to understand what is to come. And I hope the work of the man scientist will create the dimensions and systems that allows you to know your soul better, that through it we will not have the physician of the physicality of the man, we'll have the scientist to understand the process of the elevation of the soul of the man. Not in the name of the religions, but in the name of the work of the soul of the man himself. As he enlightens to understand more, as he understands more, he reaches closer to the dimension, the totality of the knowledge of the Creator, which led to the totality of what we call creation. In so many ways, now, in the process of coming time, we have to keep busy. Not just because understood our soul will desert and we go. In so many ways, we don't want to see what happened in the Southern America, that we find the cities without citizens and abandoned and is given back to the jungles. We don't want to see the mankind, by understanding the work of his soul, to abandon the earth, that then creating a new souls and seeds for the creation of the other universes to stop. Mankind has to understand that there is a beauty in the structure of the mother nursery of the universe, planet Earth, where Mitra took the first step to convert itself from the soul of the mankind to the soul of the physicality of man. And then we have seen what has led to the rest of it. In so many ways, every plant, every created, every animal, every being is a soul seed for the next step in the universe. When we cut a tree, we take a soul. When we kill an animal, we dismantle this dimension and direction in its evolution of the maturity. And this cannot be done. In so many ways, mankind has to reach to a total understanding of the purpose of its creation and why everything around him has been created. As we go to the dimension of the universe, we'll find that Earth is just another cell in the structure of a bigger jungle, a bigger structure of life of the universe. We are just one cell in the totality of the structure of the creation. In so many ways, try to understand the operation of your soul. Try to understand how you can get to it, that you can get to the totality of knowledge of the creation, and instantaneously you become a member of the universal community. Unless you choose what you fancy as UFOs and you see come and go, because those souls have managed to reach the elevation of the soul and the teaching that we have given to the man. In some way, we have brought this knowledge to man to thank man for creating such beautiful souls that have become, in maturity and understanding of the balance of their work, the souls and the seeds of other galaxies and universes in the universe. In a way, we have come to create a perfect being that it creates perfect cycles of life by teaching man that the perfection comes from understanding of his soul and not feeding his physicality to become the greed of killing and the rest.